So some time ago, we talked about the idea of having a unified animation data file, which will make it super easy for you to transfer files from one DCC tool to another. And one company stood out to make this very available to everyone. And that company was Heat Animation. Of course, during the time of the announcement, Heat was referred to as the HTML of animation, which means that with this, you can now plug in various animation formats right into Heat and convert them to Heat files, which can be used across various DCC tools, which includes Unreal Engine, Maya, Blender, and so on. These tools actually offered different kinds of plugins that allowed you to drag and drop animations right into these DCC apps, and it just made it super easy for you to bring any animation file from most of the industry standard animation pipelines and plug it right into Heat to convert them to Heat files, which can be reused across different tools. And as much as this seemed to be appreciated by a lot of people, for some reason this idea didn't really last so long, as the folks at Heat have just announced that Heat is winding down. And so they did post this on X and also sent out newsletters. And the message reads that, "Dear Heat community, it is with a heavy heart that we share that Heat has officially wound down operations. We built Heat to make animation data a true asset class so performance artists could earn recurring revenue from their movement, and so animators and 3D creators could build faster, better, and with more expressive tools. In some way, we were early, and in other ways, we were simply too late. Ultimately, we are unable to sustain the platform, so we are shutting down our services. Last week, we closed our platform and cancelled all existing subscriptions. And as part of our farewell, we will release our in-house animation library to the public for free. Details will follow on our X and in our Discord. From the time of this posting, we haven't actually seen any updates that has to do with the free animation library yet, but hopefully this will be coming later down the line. And of course, during the time Heat was available, there were a couple of cool free animation tools alongside animation libraries that were available. One of the tools that they had to do with an auto rigging tool for animation, which made it super easy for you to drag and drop in any character and have it rigged automatically just like you could with Mixamo. This also had a bit of intelligence that actually helped creators do more. They also had an editor which you can use to edit how your character performs various motions, and you can actually control specific bones and how they match up with the motion that you're trying to make. And again, all of these adjustments were totally independent of what tool or source that these animations were made from in the beginning. And with this winding down, the folks at Heat are thanking creators for believing in using Heat, as they're proud to have helped thousands of artists bring their projects to life. And with the sound of this, it sort of looked like the platform wasn't self-sustaining. And like we mentioned, they might have been pretty early or potentially pretty late. And with the sound of this, Heat now adds to the list of tools that are no longer available. And one of them that I really wish was still available at this point is the tool called Akitsu, which is pretty nice. However, for those who like to come through and check out their platform, if you simply go over to the page, you would notice that the page now simply says thank you for your support. Their documentation was previously available, now that is no longer available. We couldn't find the link to their Discord, as the link to their Discord is now dead, and that is what it simply is right now. Heat is no longer available, and hopefully once we get access to the free resources that they've promised to publish, we will share that with you guys. And for those who might be wondering where they can find some interesting features like Heat offered, well, if you simply go over to Relution, they do have a free auto rig tool which you can use to rig your character. It is totally free. You can simply go ahead and check that out. And of course, if you're also looking for animations, they do have a couple of nice cool animations that you can also get for free from their platform as well. And for those who are looking for free characters and stuff, you can also find that they do have some very interesting ones. And one other thing that I think that the folks at Heat were trying to achieve, which I also think the folks at Relution are achieving, but from a different standpoint, is this. So whether you're using Character Creator or iClone, you can easily drag and drop in any animation from a list of animation providers, all tools that you can use to create motion captures. You can drag and drop that right onto your character, whether you're working with Character Creator or iClone, and the tool will automatically figure out what animation this is, the profile, and apply it onto your character. And that is one way to actually look at it. However, for the folks at Heat, they were looking at making one unified file format that will allow any creator plug in any file type that they have that has to do with animation, and that file will be automatically converted to Heat animation profile, which can be reused across different DCC tools. So this is it. Heat is no more. And of course, if you already purchased this, or maybe you've already signed up to a subscription or stuff like that, you can now request for refund and you can reach out to them with this email on your screen. And of course, for those who might want to consider taking a look at stuff from the folks at Revolution, links to this is going to be in the description, so do well to check it out. Tell me what you guys think about this one in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.